If you're someone who has been trying to work with your spirit guides, plug into them, make contact, receive messages and insight, and you're not sure if you're plugged in or not, this video here I'm gonna go over and I'm gonna give you, I think, maybe 4 different situations, scenarios, experiences that you might feel to let you know that you are plugged in and you are in fact receiving messages. So if that sounds interesting to you, hang out and watch the video. Real quick, if you're brand new here and you have no idea who I am, give me a second to introduce myself. My name's Judi Jamieson and I'm a psychic, not a fortune teller. I teach intuition and psychic development to those who are going through some kind of spiritual awakening, life transition, or trauma, mainly from toxic and manipulative people. So if you're going through some shit and the physical world just ain't freaking cutting it for you and you want to learn how to activate your natural intuitive and psychic senses to tune into your spirit guides for insight, clarity, answers, guidance, next steps, anything, I am your new virtual best friend, and you're going to want to hit the subscribe button that is right underneath this video, and I'm going to give you a second to do that right now. Make sure you hit the little bell too, this way you get a notification when a new video is out. Okay, make sure you hang out to the end of the video because I have a freebie for you if you want to skyrocket, turbo boost, enhance, activate your natural gifts. All right, so before I give you these 4 different examples, let me tell you something. It is not what Hollywood tells you, okay? If you are expecting anything remotely close that has anything to do with like the movies you may have seen, no, you're probably kicking your ass and beating yourself up, putting too much pressure on you, expecting something that ain't gonna freaking happen. This is not a supernatural experience. Well, no, let me take that back. If you've been doing this kind of stuff for quite a while and it's you live, eat, and breathe it, it kind of is like a supernatural experience. But when you're first starting out, it's not. It's very subtle the way that your spirit guides will communicate with you. Now, don't get me wrong, sometimes they'll give you a real good hardcore slap in the face or punch in the gut to get your attention if you're totally on this effed up wrong path. But you're not going to hear voices, and most of the time you're not going to see anything. The last video that I did was on how to contact or connect with your spirit guides to start receiving messages. So if that's something that you're interested in, make sure you go back and watch that video. I'll put a link underneath it here too. All right, so number 1, spirit will communicate with you through your physical senses, your clairs. So to give you an example of that, depending on whatever the process is that you set the stage to plug in or however you invited them in, you might get tingling sensations around your body. So to give you an example, if you're working with your third eye and all of a sudden you're out grocery shopping and you notice your forehead starts tingling, hey, guess what? Something there is trying to get your attention. I noticed that when I tune into crossed over loved ones, the hair on my arms stand up. So that's letting you know that they stepped into your physical aura and you're feeling that sensation. I'll give you a quick example. Did you ever late at night sit around and start talking about ghosts and then everybody gets the goosebumps? Guess what? That was a ghost stepping into your energy field. I notice when I connect with my spirit guides, my entire body tingles. Like, you know, when your foot falls asleep, except it's the same thing with my entire body. You want to pay attention to, like, if your heart starts racing or like you get butterflies in the stomach. It's all about you having to be completely and totally self-aware of your own energy. Because if you're just sitting about doing your normal thing and all of a sudden you notice a shift in your energy or your emotions or your thoughts, guess what? You're plugged in. It's subtle like that. Remember, not what Hollywood tells you. The second thing that would let you know that you're plugged in is if you're receiving, the way I describe this, is downloads of information. So you're channeling in information. The way this would sound or feel like if you're that person who, I don't know, all of a sudden late at night you can't sleep and your mind is racing and you have all these ideas and all this creativity is coming at you. Write that shit down because you're channeling in spirit. It just, when I say downloads of information, it could be anything that ranges from personal self-discovery type aha light bulb moments, like something just switched and then all of a sudden your whole thought process or your viewpoint or your feelings on the subject are completely different. The other way I would describe downloads of information is, because I work with spirit for my business, my spirit guides are the ones who tell me what videos to make and what to say. They're the ones who create all the online courses that I have. So for me, massive downloads of information would be business related ideas, next steps, videos to make, emails to write, posts to do. The third thing that would let you know that you're plugged into your spirit guide is if you feel like there's a magnet inside of you pulling you towards something. So to give you an example as to what that's like, if all of a sudden you have an insatiable desire to learn about spirit guides, if all of a sudden you have an insatiable desire to learn how to read cards, if all of a sudden you're really interested and focused and wanting to learn how to meditate, it's a magnet towards some kind of spiritual journey or self-improvement type process. The fourth way that you would know you're plugged into spirit and receiving messages is if you are constantly experiencing synchronicities. Now, when I say synchronicities, most people dismiss them as random things. Oh, that was just a coincidence. No, if it's constantly happening over and over again, it's a synchronicity. Your spirit guide is trying to communicate with you. This would come in the form of constantly seeing maybe the same repeat number sequences, maybe constantly hearing maybe the same song on the radio that touches your soul and activates something within you, or like maybe you're working on manifesting something and there's a specific vehicle that you like. Now all of a sudden everywhere you go, you're seeing that vehicle. That's spirit's way of letting you know your manifestation is right freaking there. Go get it. Claim it. Sound easy enough, right? Subtle shifts and changes when you're just starting out. You have to be self-aware. So if you thought that was easy enough and you now have a greater sense of what to pay attention to, do me a favor and hit that thumbs up button. We'll consider that a high five between the two of us and that you enjoyed this video. So remember I told you I have a freebie for you? Give me a second. The reason why I do these videos is to make them interactive and virtual relationship building. The only way that's going to happen is if you comment below. So I got a question for you. I would love to read your personal experiences on how you connected with spirit or what came over you or what it felt like for you. Also, if you're questioning something or wanting another video on something or struggling with something, comment below. This way, if I have knowledge and experience on it, I can make a video for you. All right, so remember I told you I had a freebie for you. Underneath this video, there's a freebie called 30 different ways to open up your gifts or senses. I don't even freaking know what I called it. But anyway, it's a free download that'll give you a list of 30 different things that you can do. You just pick and choose what floats your boat or you feel that magnet drawn towards. I can give you 1,000 different things to do, but I think 30 is a really good run-in start. Now, to be completely transparent and open and upfront and honest with you, because this is business, this is what I do for a living, you will get the freebie, but it'll ask you if you want to upgrade it for less than $10 into a full-blown ebook. Purchase the ebook. It's a one-time offer and it is so effing worth it. So anyway, that's what I got for you. Hopefully you're a subscriber. Hopefully you commented. If you enjoyed the video, hit the thumbs up and share it. I hope you have a wonderful, phenomenal, kick freaking ass week, and hopefully I will see you real soon right here. Take care.